Hello students, good morning. Welcome to the physical science discussion in our webcast entitled Classifying Elements. Now elements are classified as metals, non-metals, or metalloids based on properties and location on the periodic table. These are the categories of the elements. If you see in the elements that they are being seen in here in different colors. Let's move on to the next slide. The metals, now most elements are metals in the periodic table. Out of the 113 elements, most of them are metals, but there are some non-metals too, and some not both metals and non-metals, which are being discussed in the next slide. Now metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. They are solid at room temperature except for mercury, which is always liquid. And these are some of the properties of a metal. They are ductile, meaning they can turn into thin wire, and they have reflection. It creates reflection of light called luster. They are also malleable. They can be hammered into thin sheets, and they have high boiling point. Metals have high boiling point. When they have high boiling point, means they have also high melting point, and they are seen on the left side of the stair step of the periodic table. Next slide, we have the non-metals. Non-metals are dull, they are brittle, and poor conductors of heat and electricity. Sometimes they become they are useful to prevent the reflection of heat. So most are gases at room temperature, low melting point, low boiling point, and they are found at the right side of the stair step. Fluorine is the most reactive of all the non-metals. Next one, we have the metalloids. Now, metalloids are not metals. They are not also non-metals, but they are called metalloids. It's a very specific category for these elements. They are both characteristics of metals and non-metals. They are found on the stair-step line in the periodic table. Now, metalloids are B for bismuth, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, polonium, and acetine. These are the 8 metalloid elements in the periodic table. In the last slide, the periodic trend. The reactivity of the elements, how they react with other elements, changes as we go from left to right or top to bottom. This is the trend in the periodic table. As you go from left to right across the period, the less reactive elements become. As we go from left to right, as we go down in a group, the more reactive the elements become. As we go up from top to bottom, they become more reactive. So that's it for our topic in regard to classifying elements, and I hope you got it wrong. If you wanted more explanation in regard to the topic, you can go to Google and YouTube for some answers of the explanation. So for now, goodbye and have a nice morning.